and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Hope you are having a fantastic one as my chair creaks up and down the sidewalk. Hope you guys are doing well. Having a lovely morning. Today we are listening to a little bit of Fleet Foxes. It's been a long time since we've listened to them on the channel. I've listened to a few of their tracks on my own, maybe a couple years ago or so. And today we're going to revisit them with this track, 3rd of May / Odaigahara. This is going to be off of their 2017 album, Crack Up, their 3rd studio album. We are listening to this because it was suggested and sponsored by Rob. Rob, thank you so much for the support. Thank you so much for the recommendation as well. I appreciate it. Let's go ahead and crack ourselves up with the track. We'll talk about it after 3rd of May. We're a little early or a little late, depending on how you look at it. It's all about perspective.
Light ended the night, the song remained, and I was hiding by the stair, half here, half there, past the lashing rain. And as the sky would petal white, all innocent eyes came to mine as we stood congregated at the firing line.
This is good for the morning. It's early right now. This is great.
Night ended the fight, but the song remained. So I headed to the wall, turned tail to crawl to the new domain. As if in the sight of sea, you're suddenly free, but it's all the same. Oh, but I can hear you loud in the center. Aren't we made to be crowded together like leaves?
Little pick up there.
Was I too slow? Did you change overnight? Second son on the other line. Now back in our town as a castaway, I'm reminded of the time it all fell in line on the 3rd of May. As if it were designed, made it in sand till they washed away. Oh, but I can hear you loud in the center. Aren't we made to be crowded together like leaves?
I like this little speed up that happens, this little rushing of the music.
Was I too slow? Did I change overnight? Second son for the second time.
How they make such a quiet moment so intense was really wonderful.
If I leave you through the fury, will you call to me? And is all that I'm
both harmonies so soft but powerful there.
I wouldn't deny or receive.
Like a quiet choir.
Life unfolds, pools of gold. I am only orbit shaped if I make my mind a whole. To be held within oneself is dead black. Oh, I know, but all will be mine and me as we make it. And the size of the prey can't take it away. They won't make it.
That's the ticket. Oh, that is powerful every time it comes back into that.
I was a fool.
Not this time.
Crime after crime to confess to, but I hold the fleeting dream. She'll bless you. Hold fast to the wind. Hold fast to the wind.
I love these little bits of electronic, those keyboards coming through. So subtle. This is Odaigahara. That thumpy drum in the back. That was such a brilliant listen. It's 9:30 exactly in the morning right now, and this is such a perfect wake-up track to listen to. It's soft and soothing, and yet, especially from the second half forwards, it becomes something kind of subtly intense. The way that they brought the intensity was really unique because it was overwhelming in the most subtle of ways, in the most like I don't know, there's something deeply introspective about that. And I really love how they approach that. The first half of it, the Odaigahara part, that's second side, that's the instrumental part at the end. which, can I tell you, I would have loved for that to have been its own, like, full-fledged, whether instrumental or with vocals, I would have taken either piece of music, because that was brilliant. The way that it changed into this kind of unique soundscape, it kind of had a little bit of a cinematic kind of feel to it. It was moody. It was like kind of calmly adventurous as well. The way that they start off bringing those keyboards into it, and then, you know, slowly, I don't know if it's guitar or not, but whatever stringed instrument they're plucking. Then you have some kind of percussion, maybe like not exactly a wind chime, but maybe like a wooden wind chime or something like that, that kind of gently blows and gently crashes in the back there. That was just a really nice ending. The first half is really great too. I really enjoyed that. Lead singer Robin Pecknold is going to be handling the performance here, and I'll pull you guys up here really quick so you can see. But you know, there's a lot of instrumentation happening throughout the album, but you know, in this track as well. Christian Wargo also handling some of the. Actually, not in this track. He's apparently not featured. Sorry about that. The koto, that's what's probably going to be playing in the Odaigahara part at the end. Obviously, Odaigahara, I imagine, is a place in Japan, so it makes sense to bring that in there. Like, you have a lot of extra instrumentation. You do have a little bit of a string quartet as well involved here, and I like the way that they play. It's extremely subtle, very much in the back. Truthfully, they're definitely more of an atmospheric pad to the music rather than some sort of overtly hearing the strings cut across the music or anything like that. But the first half of the track, let me pull it back here really quick. This is like inspiring. It's fun. Maybe because of the name of the band, I think of foxes running across a pasture, running across a field. It's like, it has that really fun energy to it. Really great performance. And I think his vocals are both distinct in their folkiness and their indie-ness. And like I said, they also have a really beautiful kind of passive ambience to him, the way that he sings. But then it was about 3:30. Begins to get a little bit of a change in the music. And this is before it even hits into that Odaigahara part. Like I said, that's only the outro at the very end where the music clearly changes. Everything before this is that 3rd of May. And from that part forward, when the drums become just a little bit more intense and grow, like, it's really a change. Matthew Barrick on the drums and percussion on this track. And I love the way that the music goes back and forth in those quiet moments and then bringing it back to those louder moments. Not loud, but louder. You saw my smiles as it was happening. This is epic. But there. Let me go back a little bit, but that's the explosive part. The back and forth here that happens is, like, besides the ending, probably my favorite part of the track.
Mine and me, as we make
That fill, that section right there that repeats a few times is incredible. I love the gentle little notation of harmonies from the rest of the band, acting like almost like a gospel choir, but in the most subtle way. Not doing ahs or oohs. They're just just humming it. And that acts as just this gentle little pad there that I think is just really fantastic. And the intensity when the drums come in, that fill and leads into that charge is just, I think, like electric. I really enjoyed that. This was a wonderful listen. Really fantastic. And something interesting about the lyrics as we dive into this is we have some yellow annotations, which mean that the band themselves or someone from the band will give us some of the meanings or something. So let's get into this. Light ended the night, but the song remained. And I was hiding by the stair, half here, half past the lashing rain, as the sky would petal white, old innocent lies came to mind, as we stood congregated at the firing line. So whatever the 3rd of May is, this is, I would imagine, based off a historical event, and apparently at a firing line of some sort. Let's click these. Robin himself says, meant to evoke lyrics like Dylan's There Was Music in Cafes at 9 and Revolution in the Air from Tangled Up in Blue. Okay. Or Cohen's There's Music on Clinton Street. An image of playing music through until morning. Light, like the light on the ground in the Goya painting, was trying to write a lyric that would describe aspects of the painting and also aspects of our own experience. And here is that painting. There's the firing squad in the firing line. It says El 3rd de Mayo in Madrid by Spanish painter Francisco de Goya. The painting pictures a historic scene following the 1808 rebellion against the French occupation of Napoleon. So there you go. That is what it's talking about. Night ended. Oops, where'd it go? Night ended the fight, but the song remained. And so I headed to the wall, turned tail to the call to a new domain, as if in the sight of sea you're suddenly free. But it's all the same, like you're never quite free, are you? But I can hear you loud in the center. Aren't we made to be crowded together like leaves? Is this in the firing line? Yeah. Well, maybe we should do a painting reaction, huh? Was I too slow? Did you change overnight? Second sun on the other line. Like on the other side of the firing squad? Characters ruminating in the past. I love how Robin, he got into all of this. Now back in our town as a castaway, I'm reminded of the time it all fell in line on the 3rd of May. As if it were designed, painted in sand to be washed away. But I can hear you, loud in the center. Aren't we made to be crowded together like leaves? Can I be light and free? If I lead you through the fury, will you call to me? And is all that I might owe you carved in ivory? Our obligations to one another as outmoded and in the past as Scrimshaw, bro. But all will fade, all I say, all I needed has in the flash of an eye. I wouldn't deny all receded. Life unfolds in pools of gold. I am only owed this shape if I make a line to hold. To be held within oneself is deathlike, oh, I know. But all will be for mine and me as we make it, and the size of the fray can't take it away, they won't make it. I was a fool, crime after crime to confess to, but I hold the fleet angel, she'll bless you. Hold fast to the wing, hold fast to the wing. Like hold fast to the hope of some sort. Let's see what Robin says. He says, I may feel crazy and lost right now, but I still cling to music and to the idea that I'll get the band back together one day. He said in 2015, I stayed at a house while writing songs for this album that happened to have a small piece of naive embroidery or needlework. I imagine maybe it's native. Of an angel with the phrase, hold the fleet angel fast until he bless you. Around a Nathaniel Cotton quote. Another coincidence. And then you have the Odaigahara section, which he says, touring for Helplessness Blues ended in Japan. That period of the band ended there, which is why the last section of the song, Odaigahara, is this cloud of dissolved Japanese textures and modes, given the name of a mountain in Japan. Music with no form. The music is now just smoke. I had this idea for the track, so it starts happy, upbeat, sunny, then gets super fraught and tense with glimmers of hope and breakdowns. Then there is a final defeat. And then it just floats away into a beautiful nothing. The lyrics jump around in time more than that and don't track exactly, and they ended up strictly about my relationship with Sky. I think songs about processing success are boring and not useful. But musically, the song exactly tracks the course of events as I remember them from 2007 to 2012. I love when you get to hear directly from the artist his intentions, his meanings, and while, I don't know the history and some of the references here, it is cool to kind of follow this journey and how he was inspired by his personal journey, apparently with the band and maybe a little bit of a crack up happening there or something of that nature. I think that this is a really, really wonderful track, though. This is a really great listen in totality. Rob, thank you so much for the recommendation. Thank you for the support as well. Let me know what you all thought of it in the comments down below. Hope that you had a good time. Hope you enjoyed it as well. Please come back tomorrow. I hope to see you all then, and I will see you then.